All right, Algebra 1, we are gearing up for our Unit A test, and I want to do a couple of examples with you. Before I let you work on your own, come up with your own strategies, find your own algorithm, this is the way I solve problems. I encourage you to use what works and makes sense. So here we go. So whenever you solve an equation, you always want to simplify it. And you can simplify by combining like terms. So x's go with x's, constants go with constants. And you want to isolate your variable, meaning you want to get your variable by itself. And the way you do that is inverse operations. So 2 steps. You're going to simplify by combining like terms, and you're going to use inverse operations. So here we go. If I have negative 4x's and negative 6x's, I have a total of negative 10x. This is still what it was. Divide both sides by negative 10 because side by side is multiplication. The inverse is division. So this means x equals a negative divided by negative is positive. Positive 2. So that's the work. And you can check your answer on the back. So here we go. On this one, I want to get my x's on one side, isolate the variable, and get my constants on the other. So to get rid of this 7, I have to subtract it. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do to both. So this is going to be x minus 2 equals negative 9. To get rid of this 2, I need to add it. Whatever you do to one side, you do to both. This is going to be x equals positive 7. I highly encourage you to try to get these things done before you watch my work. All right, so being math-minded, I have something minus 4, and then I have the same something. These things will never add up to the same. They're always off. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my 4m so that you can see it more clearly. When you get an equation that have 2 things equal to each other that cannot be, this is no solution. No solutions are going to work because no matter what you do, this is always going to be down by 4. If you don't see it, it's always a negative 1. So I'm multiplying everything over here by negative 1. And that's, so I could divide out my negative 1. Subtract 4. And let's check that. 4 plus 4 would be 8, and that negative sitting on the outside of it. So this is that checks. So that's right. So I'm going to do the same over here. So that's positive. That checks. For the sake of time, I'm going to roll through this because on YouTube, I can't load videos longer than 10. So here we go. Subtract 2x is going to be 6x. Add 14, it's going to be 18. Side by side is multiplication. Divide by 6 is nasty. Negative times a negative is positive. Negative times a negative is positive. So, what is that? One's positive, one's going to be negative, so I'm going to end up subtracting. Signs matter. Let me see this. Ah, that would have been -5, so that would have been, got it, signs matter. See how I have the same variable, same number of them, and they're off by different numbers? So you want to look for patterns ahead of time, do less work. Also, -22 can never equal -4, so there are no solutions. All right, boom. All right, so you go ahead, work your way through the odd ones. See if you can get the right answer. If you can't, let me know in the math journal, and I will go over them. All right, let's go, Trim.